And we're back here for the final game of the CoachHemi.com showcase. I'm Jonathan Hemingway. He's Sean Williams. Thanks for joining us.
Man, thanks for having me. Like I said, definitely enjoyed it here today. A lot of good availables and a ton of young talent here on the floor.
That's going to be a put in there by number 6, Juwan Hard. You're absolutely right, Sean. You start talking about kids like Cedric McGinnis, who's guarding the basketball right here. Lightning quick point guard. Nice finish, however, over McGinnis. You talk about the unsigned seniors and plenty of 2017 kids, at least a half dozen, if not more, Sean, of, rising freshmen, definitely kids that we'll be tracking moving forward with the On the Radar Hoops report, our national scouting service.
I see Trevor Banks, man. He's gotten a lot of attention here today. Available forward out of Mississippi.
Trevor Banks, another unsigned senior, a kid that's gaining a lot of attention. Here you see another one. That's Montrell Neighbors that just checks in. Here's Simon Shafak. We wrote about him on the RadarHoops.com EBA recap. So plenty of kids out here to look at. Getting kids on the radar for sure. That's number. Ooh. Tough move right there. More substitutions coming in. Another kid that really stood out to us in game number 2 was number 24, Case Bolden, Ravenwood High School, 2016 kid. What did you see from Case in that first game, Sean?
Well, just a kid that has the ability to knock down the shot, especially coming from a young kid at, 6'4", 6'5". Definitely I like the feel that he has. Here he goes pulling up for another 3 and knocks it down. And that's what he can do, man. That's what he does.
Always makes you feel good on the mic when you start talking about a kid doing something well, and then suddenly he goes right in and does it.
Especially from a sophomore, man. Like I said, he got great size, just a shooter. Love to really see what if he can put the ball on the deck and kind of create for himself. But right now, just spotting up and knocking down.
His Neighbors couldn't get that to fall. Rebound here, pushing it the other direction. Number 25 shoots that jumper, can't get it. Neighbors going to pull it down. He's going to go coast to coast, and the finish. Montrell Neighbors getting his team out to an 11-5 lead here early. Good ball reversal here. Looking at it. Comes off the screen. Layup won't go. Tip, no. Block there by Bolden. And Case Bolden will actually come down with the rebound, then throws it away. And in the lane is going to be number 25, Kenny Wade, out of Clarksville, 2016 kid here. Really just scratching the surface, Sean, of the amount of talent here in Middle Tennessee, but definitely a good showing here in our first year.
Yeah, man, like I said, I'm just, really impressed with the kid, Case Bolden, with his ability to shoot the ball. Coming from a young kid, 2016 kid, 6'4", 6'5".
Here's Wade again, coming up with the loose ball, reverse. Good pass, but the cutter didn't see what he saw. That was Nick Green that tried to lead the passer, couldn't get it. Ends up the turnover. Neighbors going to pass it. Finish can't get there. And a good job there by Eric Johnson, another freshman kid out of Memphis. Johnson missed a layup, but didn't give up on the play. Ends up getting the steal. Good job. Pass here, corner, not there. Here's Wade, pitches it, up ahead. Not there. Wade just seems to get every rebound and loose ball. Now he's going to fire one up from three, and he'll get it. Kenny Wade from Clarksville, 2016 kid. Nice jumper there. More substitutions coming in. See Simon Shafek and Cedric McGinnis coming in. Cash Edwards checking in. Trevor Banks. Talked to Christian Simmons a moment ago. He said that he had Banks up there working out for a college coach. Possible offer on the way. Big time day here at the CoachHemi.com showcase, Sean.
Trevor Banks, man, like I said, earlier in that first game when I got a chance to watch him, a kid 6'4", long, athletic, guy that can play inside and out. With him being out of that Mississippi area, a lot of people hadn't had a chance to see him.
Here's McGinnis on the wing. Great pass inside. A kid that we hadn't even had a chance to talk about. McGinnis' teammate, Justin Coleman, and a great shot there by Cash Edwards. Justin Coleman, of course, headed to the University of Alabama. Oftentimes you talk about a kid like McGinnis, sometimes living in the shadow of Coleman, playing on that Winona team. That perhaps a reason why McGinnis is still available.
And, sometimes, he kind of does get overshadowed, for the past, actually 3 years. McGinnis played alongside of him, like I said, for 4 years at Waiona, and, he played with the Birmingham Ice for the past, 4 years, and Justin Coleman actually played this past year with the Georgia Stars, so those guys have been playing together for, like I said, 4 years at high school level and 3 years on the AAU circuit. But definitely, man, like I said, I had a chance to watch him. Earlier they played over, at Wheeler High School, then they played at North Carlson, and he's the guy that always gets them started. Like, he does a lot of the dirty work and, just doing a lot of grimy work that many guards don't want to do.
Yeah, I had a chance to watch him actually over at Steel City in Birmingham, over at Samford University. Everybody was talking about Coleman, how good he is and all of that. But McGinnis really caught my eye. I really compared him to kind of a Dee Brown type. Dee Brown that played at the University of Illinois and went on, played some years for the Utah Jazz in the NBA. But, Dee Brown played alongside of Darren Williams, kind of played off the ball. Could play point guard and shooting guard. But it was just great in transition, pass the ball, hit the open shot, stuff like that. McGinnis really strikes me as that type of guy, and he's certainly showing that here today. Really showing his lead guard skills in many ways, more so today than what we've seen in the past. His ability to, thread the needle, be able to pass the ball into tight spaces. So a very good showing for him. He's going to draw a foul here. 16-15 in favor of Team 1. Team 1 and Team 4 here. Team 4 with the ball. McGinnis gets it, pitches it to the lefty. That's number 20. Might be 22, Keith Moody. Here he is again. Actually number 23. Thomas Davis III, Lighthouse Christian, out of Nashville, Tennessee. Good finish on the break there. Here's Moody. Moody's going to lose it out of bounds, and we're going the other direction. Substitutes coming back on. Neighbors going to come on the floor. Another kid I like for you to look at, actually, Sean, number 30 right here. This is another young kid, Austin Fisher, out of the Clarksville area. 2017 kid. Also in with that team Nashville group of guys. Kind of got that, what's a young kid, summer hour, was that?
Kendrick Sommer out of Marietta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's got quite the sauce that Kendrick does, but he kind of got that same build.
You know, really impressed with just with Kendrick. You know how he played this year. You know, stepping in as a freshman and helping leading you know, Cal to the playoffs. You know, his first year had a couple big games where he scored 30+ points, and kind of reminds me and puts me in the mind of you know, Penn freshman Tony Bagdis out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. McGinnis with the pitch. 3 won't go. Fisher will get the rebound. And it's going to stay here 20-18. Neighbors going to bring it across. Neighbors with it, trying to get something. Going to get a ball screen here. He's going to pull up, not there. Rebound coming the other way. McGinnis with it. Ooh, nice hesitation. And the finish. Nice left-handed finish there by McGinnis. Big day for Cedric McGinnis here.
Like I said, the kid, man, he's been doing it for years. You know, night in and night out.
And here he comes with the rebound. Pitches it ahead. And layup finish there. That's Kenny Wade once again out of the Clarksville area. Montreal Neighbors going to bring it here. Too much, gets trapped. Turnover coming the other way, layup missed. Bolden's going to come down with the rebound. Now he gets it back, pitches it, corner, 3. That's Eric Johnson out of Arlington, Tennessee, Bolton High School. Another freshman right there, Sean.
Man, several freshmen and sophomores out here playing well. As you see, you know, McGinnis with the deep 3, you know, here towards the end of the first half.
Boy, McGinnis playing well. I think we can be assured that McGinnis will probably headline that one of our post recaps that you can find on theradarhoops.com. That's Montreal Neighbors making a big push for one of the leading performers, and McGinnis once again another 3.
Jeez, man, see McGinnis, he's been doing that, man. I'm telling you, you know, he's been doing it. You know, for the past couple of years, like I said, you know, during the year, I guess the last game I actually saw him at was over at the Hilton Invitational in Norcross, where you know, he helped lead. You know, Wyoner. Actually, Wyoner ended up losing that game by 1 to Wheeler, but you know, he was able to keep him in the game against a loaded Wheeler team.
That's Nick Green out of the corner with that 3. Coming here under a minute to go, nearly 30 seconds left, 33-23. Neighbor's going to take it out of bounds, gets it up here to Case Bolden. Bolden's going to come set this on-ball screen. Picks, pops. Shot not there. Eric Johnson can't quite track the rebound. We're down to about 10 seconds left. McGinnis is going to bring it across here. Pull up at the buzzer, not going to go. 33-23 at the half. We'll be back in a moment.
Yo, who recruiting you? Nobody. Ain't nobody recruiting you? How you do this? I didn't get 15-8. 15-8? man. You just need to play hard. You trying to be too cool. If you play hard, you gonna pick up all the rebounds. You gonna block all the shots. That's just what you got to do, man. You 6'7", 6'6". You just need to play hard. You got to turn your motor up, man. The offense, they gonna come. You got the potential. You got the potential. Like this, straight. You too cool. Don't be cool out here trying to get a damn scholarship. You gotta get it done.
Time for all that cool stuff.
No. I really like that kid, Case Bolden. I mean, I don't know if he can really fucking handle the ball. I don't know how athletic he is. Can he handle the ball? Oh, this is a spot out guy?
I think so.
I mean, that's what it looked like. I mean, he's 2016. He still got a little time.
Because all he had left really was
So they're on a 13-0 run, they're only up 5. Shanks. 3 balls.
never late to work. Come on, man. Might be late to the other day. Not to work.
Hey, Sean.
Coach, you got to get.
And we're back here for the second half. I'm Jonathan Hemingway, CoachHemi.com showcase. I'm joined here by Sean Sanford. He's going to join us here for the color commentary. Sean, fill us in on your impressions of the camp here today.
Hey, man, the camp has been awesome today. It was a way better turnout than I expected. I was a little nervous a couple of days before. I'm not going to tell that lie to you, Coach. But it has been awesome, seeing a lot of talented kids and seeing some of the kids that I train out here on the regular, trying to let them apply it to the game situations. And I've enjoyed it, man. I want to do this again. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I need you to call me back again.
No doubt, Sean. Well, I'm very glad that we got you involved. You know, obviously your influence here in the Middle Tennessee area has been very important for us.
Kashka, that's me.
one of your kids, right on cue. I mean, it never ceases to happen. But this kid right here,
I love him. I asked him some 5 minutes into the work until we start this morning. I said, who are you?
I've told the story before. I saw him at Steel City down at Sanford University back right before Christmas. He plays with Justin Coleman at Winona High School.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote his name down. I said, I like this kid. You know, I want to make sure that if we run some camps that we get him out there. And boy, he's taking full advantage of this stage here today.
He's awesome. He's blazing quick, has a nice change of pace also, and he understands the game. He's not a selfish kid either. That's why I like him.
No doubt,
He's not
no
a
doubt.
selfish kid.
Coming back the other direction, that's number 19, Josh Scudder of McMinn Central, another unsigned senior. You know, one of the things, Sean, that we've been talking about with, we can't even go 30 seconds without McGinnis making a play. We need to sum them out so we can talk about somebody else. But one of the things that Sean Williams and I were talking about a moment ago was just the mix of unsigned seniors that we've had and young kids. Talk about some of the other unsigned seniors that have caught your eye.
I really liked Simon, man. I liked Simon's ability, his size. That's the first thing that caught my eye was his size. I just hope somebody takes a chance and gives him opportunity, because he looks like he could help somebody's program most definitely here in this immediately. We didn't have to wait. He come in immediately and help a lot. I really like Simon a lot. Definitely love Montrell from Mississippi. Seen him probably for the first time back in October when I went and visited Christian in Oxford. And he was raw. He's still raw, but he's came a long way. He's getting better and better every time I see him. And definitely, for lack of better words, crazy athletic, fast, and his shot has gotten so much better. I worked him out myself at the end up there with just shooting. His shot has gotten so much better. His motor is always on. Don't have to worry about telling him, let's go. His motor's always on.
Right.
So that's 2 people that really caught my eye today besides McGinnis. McGinnis, of course, caught me in the first 30 seconds.
Well, you're right on. You're spot on with your evaluation right there, and good opportunity for these kids to come out, play on SUV TV. You've got to be pretty proud of the way Cash has, come along, progressed. Talk about his development, over the years.
Cash couldn't walk and chew chewing gum when I first got him. Let's just be honest. No, I'm not going to take that much credit. No, Cash just came a long way. He works hard, man. Cash blows my phone up every day to work out, and I love it. He's a hard worker. He's always trying to learn, always asking questions about what about this or about that or whatever the case may be. Loves the game. Definitely wish I could have watched Jalen Washington more today. Didn't get to see him play because I was upstairs. But I know he's raw because, I coached him at Stewart's Creek High School this past year.
Right.
So he's definitely raw. Him and Jalen Fern. Jalen Fern is a blur. We just have a problem trying to keep his head in the game all the time. But he's a blur with the ball, and he knows it. And speaking of Stewart's Creek, Sean Cromar developed. He's coming a long way. Trying to turn him into a point guard because of his size and his length, and hopefully it'll work out. He's getting better. He works hard also. He's just trying to work hard here in Middle Tennessee. Coach?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, Simon.
Speaking of working hard, Simon Shafak, and speaking of biases, I've worked with Simon over the past 3 years, and he was a kid, a 4-player when he came to us. Skinny, didn't have a lot of skill, and a lot of times you get kids and you say that they develop, but how much do they really develop? This is truly a kid that went from being a 4-player with very limited ball skill to now, quite honestly, he played the point position in long stretches for his high school team this year. And you're right on the point when you talk about stepping right in. I think that he can contribute immediately from a defensive standpoint. He's going to be able to guard 1 through 3, a lot of times, regardless of who that is, just because of his ability to work hard, come in, his length, and everything else like that. So really exciting to see, kind of our worlds, meet, in a lot of ways.
Yes,
Simon Shafak, Paul Webb, DeAndre Peoples is down there from the Georgia area now, coming up and being able to play head-to-head against some of these Middle Tennessee guys.
I also liked is that Garner Spencer?
Yes, sir.
I liked him a lot today too. He's a very
Spencer Gardner.
My bad. I'm sorry, Spencer
Yeah.
Gardner. Very skilled kid. Didn't realize he was just a junior though. Oh my.
Yeah.
He's really a skilled kid. Plays hard. We did a one-on-one drill upstairs. He plays really hard. Competes. I love kids that compete and just don't go through the motions.
Hey, you're trying to have a little fun right here. 50-34, 8.5 minutes left. Montreal Neighbor's going to bring it up right here. We mentioned him a moment ago. Can't get that to fall, but yeah, Spencer Gardner, the kid I hadn't seen before this camp. I spoke to his father, a couple of weeks before, talked about the numbers that he had put up. Just a real hard-nosed, hard-working kid, but I love his skill. You talk about in a day and age where a lot of times kids have trouble just making shots, wide open in the gym. You always love the kid that can hit, 45% from three-point range, 80% from the foul line. Guys like that are always going to have a spot on your roster because, they're just going to be consistent.
All the time. You can never have enough shooters. Never, ever have enough shooters on the roster.
Another unsigned senior right here. That's going to be Keith Moody with the ball, bringing it ahead, kicking it over to, that's Case Bolden. Case has had a good afternoon today. Have you seen Case before this?
I have not seen Case before today. Today is the first time I've seen Case. I was highly impressed with his work ethic upstairs. Love his size.
2016, listed at 6'4", Ravenwood High School.
Love his size.
And this has become the Cedric McGinnis show right here.
I'm gonna need to get to know Case though before I leave today.
Well, talk to us about some of the kids that you train, and what is it that you emphasize? Do you have a set thing that you try to do with everybody, or is it more case by case?
It's case by case. I have so many different kids now that need different things. Some kids need try to get more explosive, more athletic. Some kids need to work on their shooting, ball handling, et cetera, et cetera. So it just goes case by case. Just like prime example, Jalen Washington. First thing I did with him was try to work on his ball handling. I told him, I said, you're 6'5", everybody feels like you're going to be a post player. You're not going to be a post player in college. You're going to be a wing.
Right.
So we're going to work on your ball handling every day.
Right.
And he's gotten so much better at it. Now the next thing for him, we got to work on this shot. We got to figure out a way to get this shot faster because it's just, I told him, it's like, you can get off now in high school. You ain't going to get away with that in college.
Right.
At any level. So we got to fix that. Cash worked on his ball handling a lot. Most kids, nowadays, first thing you want to do is work on their ball handling.
Sure.
'Cause everybody tries to go to the gym, shoot threes, of course. But I tell kids all the time, I said, in the majority of my workouts, we do not shoot threes at all. Everything is mid-range pull-ups, floaters, layups, whatever the case may be. I said, you shoot enough threes by yourself, you need to shoot them with me. That's just my opinion. I said, everybody can shoot threes, everybody doesn't have an in-between game. It's a lost art.
Yeah.
It's a lost art.
I agree so much. There's so much to be made, and with the height and the athleticism that is in the game of basketball these days, it's so hard to be able to get to the third level like Cedric McGinnis is able to do. Now, these are special type players, but even, let's be honest, not a lot of size on the court right now. If he's playing, against the Wheeler High Schools of the day, he's going to have to get that pull-up jumper, because, guys are so big and so strong and athletic. You go to the higher levels, now you're facing 6'8", 6'9", 6'10" across the front line, and you're not going to be able to get up there and do what you were able to do at the high school level.
Most definitely. And I think kids need to realize that the game is totally changed now. It's everybody is 6'9", 6'10", like you said, but at least 6'9", 6'10" kids are skilled now.
Yes.
Everybody's skilled now. It's not just, he plays with his back to the basket. No, he's stepping out, he's shooting threes, he's taking people off the dribble. The game has totally changed now.
Yeah, you even look at the NBA level, a guy like Joakim Noah, who is one of the premier post players, in the league. I don't know if he made the All-Star game this year.
He did.
Yeah, All-Star, caliber, post player. He's triple-double, but yet Coach Thibodeau and, what they try to do is, the horn set, a lot of times they'll bring them out to the elbow, set ball screens and roll, and you've got to be able to hit that 16, 17-foot jumper. The days of the Patrick Ewings, where you just get down on the block and go to work, well, those days are kind of disappearing in a lot of ways.
Maybe have one or two players, maybe two or three that can do that in the NBA now. Al Jefferson,
Yeah.
Dwight Howard.
Well, Joel Embiid, at Kansas is kind of in that mode.
It's rare now. That's why I think that's why GMs jump on it when they see it.
Right.
Because it's so rare now. But I remember I heard you earlier. You was talking about the league pass. I was like, man, that changed my life when I did that about 4 or 5 years ago. That changed my life. I love the NBA.
Man, I
love it.
I love it too. If I didn't have to get up every morning at 5:30, I think that I would watch about double what I do. But I don't really watch any other TV other than NBA.
I love it. It gets me in trouble at nighttime, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
And you can learn so much basketball from the NBA. In my opinion, it's the best league, in the planet.
It is.
And a lot of times, people say, oh, well, they don't play defense. Well, those are people that don't watch basketball because, the strategies and the techniques. One of the very first things, we did here in camp, I said, look, this is how everybody's guarding the ball screen here today. If you watch the NBA, this is what they do. They try to take it away. Now here's the reverse of that. And the kids that will make a difference at the next level are the ones that will be able to take that lesson that I taught them, lessons that you take, or that you teach them upstairs, and be able to apply that, whether it be in gameplay or, with their school team or whatnot.
That's the main thing. I tell kids that all the time, man. We can do 50,000 drills, but if you don't apply it to the game, it makes no difference whatsoever.
Winding down here at the CoachHemi.com showcase. Definitely been a good one here today. Several unsigned seniors making a name for themselves, and at the same time, some younger kids really getting on the radar.
Excited about tomorrow also.
Boy, the girls thing is bound to be packed out.
I'm excited to see these talented young ladies tomorrow.
Was just texting earlier with 2015 prospect Allie Patberg, currently rated number 22 in the nation as by ProspectsNation.com. She's already committed to Notre Dame University. She's going to get in here and get some shots up with McDonald's All-American Alexa Middleton. So it's going to be good times. We're very fortunate around here with Peach State basketball and OnTheRadarHoops.com to work with so many talented individuals, and it really gives us a perspective that not everybody is fortunate to have.
I had a lot of great girls come through y'all's service here these last 4 or 5 years. A lot. I hear about them from Christian Simmons all the time. A lot of them. Excited to see Mimi Jackson.
Recently committed to Tennessee.
Believe me, I hear about it every day through text. She reminds me every day. Crystal Dangerfield.
Top 5 player in her class, in the class of 2016. She'll be in the gym tomorrow.
So excited to see all of them in the same gym and watch them compete. Anastasia's supposed to be here tomorrow too.
Yeah, Anastasia Hayes.
It's a lot of heat here tomorrow, Coach.
Jackie Young. I don't think that you've had a chance to see Jackie Young.
I've never seen Jackie Young. No.
Princeton, Indiana. She's
seen
a 2016 prospect, another top 10 prospect in the nation. Got a text from a college coach that will remain nameless. It says, this could probably get him in trouble. He said, "Hey, tell Jackie Young to come to X school." That's how big time she is. But that's going to wrap it up here for our day at the CoachHemi.com showcase. Sean,
thanks,
Sanford,
Coach.
thanks so much
Thanks.
for joining us. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jonathan Hemingway. He's Sean Sanford, and we're out. SUV TV. Thank you very much. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, middle.
Hey, man. You got your food too?
Messed up. No, it ain't, Chris. It ain't messed up. We take care of her. Rick take care of her. Any base on Marcus. Oh, I'm done. I'm getting buckets.